Alright guys, we got a 2017 Lexus all-wheel drive GS350. We're gonna replace the rear brake pads and rotors. So this does not have electric parking brake. So we have no issues here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this 14 and this 14, or you can just remove the bottom one and just slip the caliper out of there. So and then we're gonna take off this leather guy. We're gonna reuse this leather bushing right here. Let's pop it open right now. There you go. If you can't do that, use needle nose. Anyways, let's get this baby apart, and we're gonna replace new rotors and the brake pads. Okay, to start off the job, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove only one bolt down here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go down here. We're gonna turn this bolt. Sometimes it will spin from right there, just like that. So we're gonna have to hold that. We're gonna go get a needle nose. So this is spinning, and I meant to say it was a white strip, not a needle nose. We're gonna put a white strip there so it doesn't spin with it. And to tighten it, make sure you put a white strip on it. And let's lock this baby up. Nice and good. There you go. Now we can just smack this little guy. There you go. Once it breaks loose, we take this off. What we're gonna do is we are gonna remove the 14mm bolt. We're gonna come back out, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the caliper. Should be very simple. Just grab this guy and let's pull outward. If you can't use this flathead screwdriver, let's just slip this slider pin out of here. There you go. Should come out. We will lubricate that. Let's put this baby up on the top here. It can just sit there. Brake pads kind of have life on it, but they're kind of old, super old. So brake pads will wear out according to a certain amount of miles, but they will also dry up according to how many years they've been. Anyways, these are out, so we're gonna take off the bracket next. Okay, now to take off this bracket, we gotta take off this bolt, and that's a 17mm. So I'm gonna use the impact here. So what I want to do is from right here, I'm gonna reach in right here for the impact gun. This is our impact gun right here, and this baby will come out. Just make sure it doesn't hit you on the head. That thing is probably just gonna fall down. We'll go easy on it, and we'll remove one, and we'll remove the second one. And we'll try to catch the bracket with it. There you go. One of the bolts is left behind. We'll put this baby down here. Okay, so far looking good. We're gonna go get a hammer. Let's go grab a hammer from this side. So as we're working on this side, our hardware here is falling apart. So we're gonna go get a new hardware for the e-brake. There's our hammer. And what we're gonna do is bang on this rotor, and the rotor will simply just come out just like that. And we're gonna put this rotor away just like that. So this is looking good down here. Is it looking good? Yep. Anyways, okay, just want to inspect this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait for the hardware, because all this is shot. It look like this is ready to break out. So we're gonna put all these new, and hopefully I can reach back here. Yep, from back here I can get it. So I'm gonna put them all new, and all you have to do is turn this hub, align it, and get it on, and that should put everything in place. So meanwhile, let's clean everything up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna wire brush this right here, because this is where your rotor is gonna sit. So this has got to be super duper clean, and try to get every single little spot. It looks pretty good already, but what we're gonna do next is take our cleaner, spray that on, get it on the e-brake as well. There you go. Nice. Perfect. We're gonna go to the other side. We are gonna stand here. We're gonna get our brush. So we got this baby right here, and same thing. E-brake kind of took a damage there, but that's fine. So we're gonna clean the heck out of this so we get new everything. And there you go. We're gonna lubricate the hub, we're gonna lubricate the pins, we're gonna compress the pistons. One thing I want to talk about is a lot of times I don't change this hardware depending on how nice it looks. So this one I like it. It's nice and tough. It's strong, so we're not gonna touch that, but we are gonna clean it. Let's do that on the opposite side. Okay, so the hardware, you can put a new hardware on or clean the heck out of it. So sometimes I observe it. If it doesn't need to be bothered, if you're doing this at home, you're most likely gonna mess it up. If you're a good handyman, go tackle it. Make sure this does not touch the rotor. I had a guy comment me. He left me a good comment. He said it once he changed it because it came with the package. He had issues afterwards, but you don't want issues, so you rather just leave it alone. If it looks good, don't touch it. But if it looks rusty, crusty, you gotta take care of it. Okay, and then there's a small little washer here, so make sure that stays there. But I am gonna rinse it up a bit. There you go. It's looking good. I'm gonna leave this baby alone. Okay, so we had to put these spring-loaded retainers here. I got a video on that. Good brake job requires good amount of greasing, so I like to grease the hub and clean the hub like I showed you in the beginning. So make sure you put some greasing here. It'll take you 20 minutes, no more than that. But we're gonna go get the rotor next. Here's the rotor I'm using. This electric coated rotors. I changed the front ones as well. So we gotta clean these. They do have oil on them. So you need a rag or tissues, paper towels, spray this baby down. And the inside, that's where the e-brake rides on. So we're gonna get a couple of tissues. And we're gonna clean this up and put this baby onto the car. Once you're done, make sure you pump your brake pedal before you start the car. Take it for a spin. You might see smoke and you might smell some of these chemicals, and it's gonna burn off. That's normal. So there we have it. Nice and clean water. We're gonna put this onto the car. Okay, so make sure you put lube there. We're gonna put this water on and make sure this, you're able to see right through here. That's where this little grommet piece goes off. You gotta take it off the old rotor. Put that on. You could adjust the e-brake from right here. Okay, there you go. Put that on now because sometimes you'll drop it and the job is complete and then you're gonna take everything apart. So next step, we're gonna put the bracket on. So we did clean the bracket and everything. So what I like to do here is take a little bit of a greasing. Any type of brake grease will do. Put it right in here so your brake pads can slide on it and move around easier, and it will not warp your rotor. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the 2 bolts on this, and then we'll lock up the bracket. So remember, this is 17 millimeters from the back. There you go. Got one in and got the second one in. So what we're gonna do is gonna go in the back with the impact gun and we're gonna lock both of the bolts up. Okay, right from the bottom, we're able to see both of the bolts. Here they go. Okay, I didn't catch the threads on that yet. Okay, it's not lining, so let me line the bolts. Once I catch the threads, we'll come back. Okay, so it didn't capture well. I had to go again, line everything. So now we should be good. Here goes nothing. Okay, just gonna snug that one. And then I'm gonna aim for the top one here. Make sure it's nice and tight. And I'm gonna come back to this one right here. Nice and tight. We're good there. Let's come back out. So this is nice and tight. Okay, so next step here, we're gonna compress this piston. So I got a tool such as this, but if you got a C-clamp, you could use that. Put a brake pad in between. This works really well for me. And there you go. If you see any liquid coming out of this boot, then your caliper's leaking, but this is usually air and it will settle in there if you squeeze it in there. And I will get that. But let's move on to putting the brake pads on. Okay, so we got the brake pads here. So what you want to do is your hardware kit gonna come with this. So you want to put this on the top of the brake pad. Each one gets this. You cannot install it like that because it's gonna hit the rotor. So you only got to do it one way. Okay, so I got that on the wrong spot because the pads are going to go like that. I want it on the other side. Let's take this off. I want these over here. Right there, one. Okay, come on, get off. So here's the second one right here. It's gonna go right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this. We're gonna put the brake pad on the inside. So you see how easy my brake pads went in? So if your brake pads are not going that easy, that means you gotta file a little bit here. The paint. I do got a video just on that. Because a lot of people, they jam the brakes in. They just hammer that thing in. But it should go in with one finger and it should be able to move around freely like that. But we're done there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna clean this up. We're gonna pull out this lower slider pin. We're gonna clean this baby up, and we're gonna put fresh grease on this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of the silicone-based grease. You don't have to put too much on it, just a tiny bit. It's fine. Okay, let's put this on. Make sure your rubber boot catches on and you will feel a snap like that. But we're also gonna do the same thing to the rotor, to the other pin. And that's all it needs. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide this slider pin in. And you see my line there? That's no good. So you're gonna have to come back out and make sure the line is straight. Go back in, and there you go. Okay, that's it. A little bit of a greasing on the brake pad here, and same thing on the back end. And that's it, we're done. Don't forget to put the 14mm in. And make sure you lock that up. If you need to hold it with the vise I showed you in the beginning, do the same thing. And we're done. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next one. Make sure you turn it. There should be no noise, okay? If you turn this, there should be no noise. That's a normal noise, but it shouldn't be like metal to metal.